Okay, I'm going to start now. Alright. So I'm Danny Wentland. I'm a secondary ed math major. I think I'm the only one of those in here. And my classroom management plan is centered around teaching sort of an interdiscipline in students, making them want to learn on their own. And this was developed by Barbara Caroso, and her main focus is the golden rule. You want to treat your students the way you would want to be treated. So that means you don't talk down to them, you don't boss them around, and instead of this mentality that the teacher has the power, you give the power to the students, because I know that's how I would want to be treated. I want to know that I have some sort of sense of power. And that maintains their dignity, which allows them to look inside and say, well, what do I want to learn? It gives them control over what they learn. And she focuses on this idea that we're teachers, so we don't train, we teach. And I know that's pretty obvious, but it's easy to get into this mentality that, it's easy to train them how to answer a problem, but we're not really teaching them anything. And so instead of that, we should teach. And her two main things, and I think it's kind of interesting because a lot of management models use punishment and praises and rewards and stuff like that to help students, but she says that that's the opposite. It doesn't do that. And we shouldn't punish our students because punishment focuses on the pain. It doesn't focus on a solution. So instead of fixing anything, it just harbors a resentment towards the teacher, and then they don't want to learn anymore. And it does not teach why an action is wrong. Like when we teach kids, we don't want to teach them to not do something because I told them not to do it. We want to teach them not to do something because of why it's wrong, right? You hit someone because it hurts someone else. Or you don't hit someone because it hurts them, right? You don't hit someone because someone told you not to do it, right? We understand that, but because that's real easy to understand, but when things get more complicated, we want to teach students why we don't do things. For the real reasons, not because I told you not to do it. And Barbara says that you shouldn't praise or reward them because that's not real world. And instead of praising them, instead of saying, well, you're so good and all that, you show appreciation. You say, thank you for doing your best. And because that's more real world. You don't get praised as much as you think. And the whole reward system, she says that it implies that good actions can be bought and sold for the highest price. And I don't know if that's totally true, but I can see where she's coming from. That good deeds are something you should do because they're good deeds, not because you're going to get something in return. And that it causes this mentality, what's in it for me? I want to do nice things for people, what do I get back? And that's not how we should teach our students. So that handout I gave you, it was in the book. I thought it kind of fit well with this management model that I think is really great. And it shows, I'm not going to read it out, but it has acceptance, accountability, affirmation, and authority.